Now, here's something I can guarantee. I can guarantee that every single bloke watching this show right now, every single one, will, when they were a kid, at some point have taken one of their sister's dollies and tied a handkerchief to its arms, then chucked it out the bedroom window to see if it worked as a parachute. You did. I know you did. I also know that every time it would plummet to earth like a big brick. Well, as you know by now, we here on Brainiac never really did the whole growing up thing. So today, we're going to be doing more of the same. Only this time, we're not going to be using our sister's dollies. Right, before we try out any parachutes, we need to see how long a mannequin takes to fall without anything attached to it. We're going to be lobbing them all off this 100-foot crane and time them as they hurtle or sail gracefully to Earth.
OK, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go!
OK, what was that?
2 seconds, 48.
It was also fantastic.
So, with no parachute and nothing to slow down the inevitable plummeting force of gravity, it's 2.48 seconds from drop to crash. The end result? Well, her legs survived intact, but catastrophic loss of limbs, bisected torso, and quite a nasty scratch on the face. But all in all, she's dead. Now, let's try one with a parachute.
We've got a variety of different parachutes to try, but we're going to start with a faithful old friend, the black bin bag. Now, the science behind this is fairly simple. As the mannequin falls, the bin bag will open, like that sort of thing, filling with air and creating drag through the sky, thus slowing the mannequin's descent to the ground.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go!
Is that any worse?
3.2.
3.2, it worked!
Well, it took a moment, but all three bags did eventually deploy, which slowed her down a fraction. And the damage, a catastrophic shattering of both wrists. Oh, and a severed foot. Onward and upward.
OK, next we're going for the Mary Poppins approach. What we've done here is prepare a kind of main body of the parachute with these three big umbrellas, but then here's the really clever bit. This is a kind of reserve chute, just in case there's a problem with the main canopy.
OK, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, Mary! She's coming off. What was the time?
4.7.
4.7! That's a second and a bit.
Well, a good time, but umbrella number 1 collapsing early on didn't help, swiftly followed by 2 and 3, only the reserve chute holding firm throughout. The net result? Terrible spinal injuries. Basically, she snapped in half. Mary never really stood a chance.
Well, Mary Poppins was actually pretty good. The bin bags were a bit rubbish, to be honest. This, though, I've got a lot of faith in because we're using a bed sheet. And we've been a bit clever here. What we've done is cut a hole in the centre. And that's because it was discovered after the Second World War that parachutes work better with a hole in the middle to allow some of the air to escape, which means they drop in a straight line rather than swinging crazily around. I think I'm ready. Go! Hey, that wasn't bad! Yay!
A truly graceful descent. The chute deploys perfectly, and our World War II paratrooper bites the dust in 4.8 seconds. A tenth of a second better than the umbrellas.
That's not bad, actually. I mean, he's intact. Well, his hand's come off, but you can grow another one of those, probably. I mean, it would have saved him. And his foot. His foot's a bit broken. And his leg. But other than his hand, his foot, and his other foot, his hand and his leg are on his face. His foot is both feet, his hand, his leg, and his face, and that hand. Other than that, it would have saved his life. Well done.
Dead he may be, but Tommy has taught us some valuable lessons.
Right, we've had a bit of a think about this parachute business, and we've come up with this. We think it's the ultimate parachute. We've combined everything we've done so far. We're using garden refuse bags. They're nearly as light as the bin bags, but a lot stronger. We've cut holes in the top like we did in the bed sheet, and we've fitted an emergency reserve umbrella just because we could, really. Oh, and we're using 2 Brainiacs to launch it, so it should get away cleanly. Right, load it up. Let's do this.
Stopwatch?
Yep.
Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh! Go on.
4.9.
We did it! Not by a lot, but it worked. Right, let's have a look. Look at that! She's intact. Everything's attached. That's genius. That's good work, Brainiacs. Well done. So, there you go. If ever you find yourself needing to jump off a 100 or foot so cherry picker, what you need is 2 garden refuse sacks, a few bits of string, and a very small umbrella. And you'll be fine.